What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me here today. We're going to take a step back from a bit of content. We're just going to do a little review. We're going to take a step back. We're going to see what we can sort of suss out about this Pokemon Center. So, I just wanted to go over what I feel like the Pokemon Center has been achieving and how it's been going recently. So, as you know, Prismatic has recently dropped on the Pokemon Center in the UK, and I feel like, in my personal opinion, it was a far better success than any other PC ETB drop we've had recently. They seem to have this bot implementation seems to have and the purchase limit. The purchase limit is huge, right? The only having one per customer is the only play Pokemon has as well as the bots, but it's really the only thing that's allowing the masses to really pick up product. I feel like it was a success, guys. I really do. I know it was up for an hour, like almost. I think it was almost an hour, maybe like 40 minutes to an hour, but it was around that hour mark, and I feel like they did really well to have that up for an hour, guys. This is Prismatic. It's one of the most hype sets we've ever seen. The set value is off the charts for this set. People can just would buy this any type of product for this set ever, right? And the fact that it was up for an hour and people had an hour to really get product was crazy. Because guys, I was cooking my dinner, right? I was 25 minutes late to the announcement, right? When I checked my phone, and I had to stop cooking dinner because that's these are the important things in life, right? I had to stop, and I got a box after not realizing it was up for 25 minutes plus the queue plus doing the bot system, and I still got in, and I was probably one of the last, but I still got a box. And it just goes to show that I think we can start seeing Pokemon really address these problems. And in my opinion, I think they're doing a way better job right now than they have been. And I don't think this is the last release of this Prismatic box. I think Pokemon know they really have to be printing this all year. In my opinion, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be printing main set, and then any sort of gap or any sort of chance that they have to print something else is going to be Prismatic. I think that, they've obviously got to print heavy all the product for the new sets coming out. So Destined Rivals, print, and then if they've got a little bit of leeway anywhere, they're going to be printing Prismatic, right? I think that's just my opinion. They're going to be printing it all year. So with that, I was very happy, but I still know it's a struggle, right? An hour, an hour. Guys, these things used to be up on the Pokemon Center for days, weeks, months, and we've gone down to the time frame of an hour, guys. But before this, we were talking seconds. We're talking minutes. The time frame to get product has really dropped, but it's just nice to see that it's now, I think, it's bottomed. Obviously, on the couple minute mark where the pre-orders sold out within 10 minutes. I think we've bottomed on that, and because of the bot system, because of the purchase limits, I think we should be getting better from here. And obviously, then all they need to do is print more, and then obviously more people can have it. But what's good about the getting rid of the bots as well is that the amount that's printed is more evenly spread across the ecosystem. So you're not having density where one person has all the products. Say a scalper runs a bot system. They have all or most of a percentage of the product, and you see these pictures with all these Pokemon Center ETBs. How are these people getting all these ETBs? They were using bots, right? And it's an unfair playing field. So I'm glad they got rid of the bots. So I have to say that. Now the other thing is, what I tend to do when I come on the Pokemon Center, obviously everything is still sold out, which is obviously hard and not great because you can't really get anything. But what I tend to do is look at the reviews, right? Look at the amount of reviews. Now let's say for example, out of the amount of people that buy the product, 10% leave a review, right? It gives you an indication to the print run. That's all I'm saying. There's most likely, if you had the actual print run numbers, there's most likely a correlation between the amount of people that leave reviews and the print run numbers. So as you can see, Prismatic has been printed. It looks like a lot. Say 10% people, like maybe it fluctuates 5 to 10% of people leave a review on average. 1,000 reviews, let's say, obviously there's a multiple to get to the print run, but 1,000 reviews is a lot of reviews, right, for a product. You can see Shrouded Fable there, not printed as much, 382. Now, this is where I think my analysis of this sort of comes in, is where you see product that clearly has been printed to the ground. And say the demand's not quite there, and you can still tell because on the secondary marketplace the prices still are quite low, respectively to how long they've been out. So Shining Fates is a clear example that was printed a lot, right? Same, anything over 1,000 reviews, my brain is thinking, damn, that's a lot, that's a big print run, right? Shining Fates, obviously the market couldn't really absorb all this product, and obviously this is only the product that the Pokemon Center are getting. That's not an indication to all the product that's going to LGSs, but I'm just like talking about print runs that flow through the Pokemon Center. You can see some of these are low battle styles, 277. What's interesting, Journey Together 243, that's not a lot of reviews. Maybe something's going on there. Sturgeon obviously got pre-ordered, and they had a release on release day, so you could have got that twice. So there seems to be a lot more reviews there. But what's interesting, guys, is if you come down to these two, Crown Zenith and Celebrations, look how many Celebration PC ETBs have reviews. That's crazy. That's a crazy print run. I think Pokemon really predicted that the 25th anniversary was going to pop off, because the amount they printed is crazy. And guys, if you go back to my my last video, I basically show you how the normal ETB is currently outpacing the rate of profit and gain of the normal ETB for Pokemon's Celebrations is outpacing that of the Pokemon Center version. And I think solely just a couple reasons. Probably because it was printed on par, if not less. So the Pokemon Center version isn't as exclusive as you might think, because the print runs were probably similar. Second is probably that the way the box actually looks. I think people much prefer the yellow Pikachu ears on the white background, but that's probably just me. But yeah, I use this as an indication as to how much is printed. And Paldea and Scarlet and Violet base, very interesting, guys. Very interesting. They look quite low. Right? The reviews look very low, and you can see that in the way they've appreciated the early sets of Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Center. Guys, look at how much they're going for on eBay. These two are going for like around the £200 mark, right? 240, just under maybe 220. You can get them, but they're around the 200. Paldea is maybe a bit more, but yeah, it's very interesting to see this correlation. I just wanted to show you one more from the Brilliant Stars. I wanted to show you, if it's going to load for me. Please load for me, thank you. Brilliant Stars is another lagger that's been happening on the secondary market. 1,600 reviews. So very similar run to the Pokemon Center version. It's just going to take a while for the price to go up because of the just amount that it looks like it's been printed. I mean, guys, this is really struggling to appreciate in value. It really is. And I think it's a great buy right now, even at this price on the secondary market. But it's probably going for around 80, 75, something like that. But guys, you can see that it's struggling to get up in price because there's just so much of the product out there, and people, I feel like they didn't really make it exclusive enough, which goes to my point now, where is I'm starting to think, and in my previous videos, I'm starting to worry about the quantity of the print runs, because Pokemon really are printing like they've never printed before. So it's going to be really interesting when they release these numbers for their print runs later on in the year to see where they're at compared to the year previous. But yeah, it's still looking bleak out there, guys. I just wanted to basically go for it. Let's have a look at some of these booster packs. You know, it's interesting. Paradox isn't really moving. Temporal's not moving, but these two sets I feel like are going to do great long term, right? I feel like they're going to do really great long term, but people clearly aren't really buying them right now. Maybe they're prioritizing, trying to get these better later sets. But I own two Paradox booster boxes at 100 each. You know, I'm still going to hold these long term. They're still not going for MSRP, which is fine. I feel like out of every set, these two are performing the most normal. This is what uh, a normal sort of release and product cycle and all the price history and the price appreciation looks like. I feel like this is what we should be used to, is that they're sitting just under MSRP now because they weren't sold out on the Pokemon Center. You know, you look back to Fusion Strike, that was sitting on the Pokemon Center for years, guys, years. And I ended up picking one of those up right at the end before it sold out, and I was urging you guys to pick some up, and then it went out, and now we've just had this crazy run like out of nowhere. So yeah, it's very interesting. But obviously, you guys with the demand that we're seeing right now, we need to you need to be like an hour just sometimes isn't enough for people. If people are driving, cooking dinner, like I was so lucky. I was so lucky. I would have been very sad if I missed that. If I missed that drop, I would have been very sad. But this I have no affiliation with this person, but I use Twitter. You can use whatever you want, but I in like Discord, but I use Twitter because X. I don't really use X, right? I don't really go on X. I don't use X, and it's a great way for me to get a notification straight to my phone. If I turn on notifications just for one person or one channel, it goes straight to my phone, and I know it's something that I need to act on. So this person, I have to give credit where credit's due. This person is on it 24/7 24/7. Like he just knows when stuff drops. He's constantly sharing with the community, and I really appreciate it. So I had to really give him I had to give him a shout out, guys. But this person has single-handedly helped me get these prismatic. Is like got like you just get a notification to your phone. That's it. Just turn notifications on, and you get all the releases. You get all the releases, the new artworks, everything. And this is what I love, that this person gives back to the community. Guys, there's thousands of pages that do this. There's thousands on Discord. All I'm saying is you need to find one that works for you, that sends a notification to your phone so you know when stuff is in stock. That's what you're up against right now. If you're not doing that, you're up against people that are. And I feel like that's putting you in a disadvantaged position, right? And you need to really allow yourself as much grace as you can if you want these products, right? If that's something you want, then you have to sort of go that extra step and have something. Like, even if it's Discord, if you guys don't have Discord at all, and you find a channel that constantly gives you notifications when stuff's dropping, download Discord and just only have that channel and that notification, because then if you get a Discord notification, it will most likely be a drop or a release of artwork, or or a product lineup or something like that you might be interested in. And unfortunately, I'm now constantly checking my phone. But in times like these, I feel like it's a really necessary thing if I sort of want the product that I want and at the price that I want it. I don't really want to be paying above MSRP, guys. You know me. MSRP matters. It really does matter. I feel like I disagree with a lot of Pokemon YouTubers out there right now, especially some of the big ones that don't believe MSRP matters. But I just got one thing to say. How do you know that Fusion Strike or Chilling Reign were undervalued when they were going for 80 pounds, 90 pounds? How do you know that determines undervalued? How do you know that's undervalued? Right? And most likely the answer you'll get is that, I see stores, they normally sell Pokemon, they normally sell Pokemon packs by the pack for £4 a pack, right? £4 a pack. If you divide, if you divide 90 by 36, there's 36 packs in a booster box. That's less than £4. So I'm getting a bargain, right? I'm getting a discount on a product that should be selling for £4 a pack. Wow, what's £4 a pack? It's £144, which is MSRP, right? I feel like that is the baseline, and it's used, and you should use it in your day. I use it to manage risk, right? I don't really want to be paying above that, because I feel like that's where I agree with Pokemon. That's where it should be priced. And if it's more than that, then obviously we're in this bull market right now. But say we go into a bear market, and everyone's tripping over each other to sell things, because that's what humans do, guys. They want to get the product, and they also the first ones to the exit, right? They're the first ones that want to get out. They stumble over each other to buy the product. They stumble over each other on the way out. They'll be undercutting each other. Everyone be quick selling, fire sale product. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting it at the price that I want to get it at. And for me, that's MSRP or below, right? So I'm having a horrible time right now in this market because it's bull run time, which is fine, but much prefer buying at cheaper prices and letting the hobby die down for a little bit. It's very hot out there, guys. But yeah, anyway, that's my rant over. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, I appreciate it if you leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you like this content, then I just keep making it, guys. I'm here pumping out content for you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video. See you in a bit.